welcome to another episode of The Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Illness, across all social media platforms. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist and use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD.
Now, I'm not real sure how far or how deep I agree with the term narcissistic, but I think there's different variations. Just punch myself. And I think that, you don't have to be like a diagnosed one of these kind of people to have some of these traits. And that I do believe that people can take control of their behaviors and they can self-correct them. Unfortunately, usually it comes after a few hard lessons. Lord knows I've been through my own share of lessons, but I wanted to play this and comment on it. This guy has a lot of these kinds of videos where he basically exposes, inside the mind of a person who, like when they're thinking really toxic thoughts and having really toxic behaviors and stuff like that, and basically like what goes on behind the scenes, behind the curtain, the man behind the curtain kind of a thing, pulls back the curtain so you can see. And it's kind of interesting. I find it interesting from the perspective of, I think it's pretty cool that he's so open and willing to share his thought processes and that sort of thing to make others aware who, make some people who might be a little bit naive and a little more innocent, that about the types of games that people can play in relationships, which can be quite detrimental and damaging to a person's mental health. Anyway, I may skip through some of this.
Get more people into therapy and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder, said toxic people, said toxic traits, and things of that nature. Everybody's not a narcissist, but people are toxic, y'all. Today's episode is going to be about why some narcissists destroy you. Why do they need to make sure that you are done?
You are done.
And things of that nature. So, let me preface this by saying that not all narcissists intentionally seek out to destroy people. This is me saying this at the beginning. I know people are going to see the title, especially other narcissists. They're going to see the title of this video and be like, no, not all narcissists do that. I'm like, listen to what I just said. Some, not all. Some, not all. But people hit dogs.
It's pretty weird.
If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But people,
let it fly.
Narcissistic people tend to take everything as a personal attack nowadays. But typically that's how it goes, though. So if you're dealing with narcissistic people, some of them do seek out to destroy you in the end. Maybe not in the beginning so much, but in the end, yes, absolutely. Some narcissistic people feel like they need to pretty much break you down, to discard you, to make sure that to reassure themselves that they are making the right decision by getting rid of you, by discarding you, by moving on. Typically, when they seek out to destroy you at the end of a relationship, they are typically when they're seeking out to destroy you.
I was destroyed.
They already have a new
supplier,
a new partner lined up, and so to make sure that they're making the right decision.
And he did.
They destroy you. They break you down financially.
That is
they break you down emotionally. They have
stuff
you
lined up,
pleading, crying for them to stay, especially if y'all have a family together. If y'all been together for an extended period of time,
but he was like family to me.
They'll have you begging and screaming and doing all kinds of things. They will be cold and super callous.
Definitely.
Well. They'll be extremely cold and callous and just be like, I'm completely done with you. You're not worth it. Look at you right now. This is why we can't be together.
This is why I'm not with you.
They will break you down in every single.
Look at you.
They will make you feel like you're a broken person. person.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it gets to the point when they do this at the end of a relationship dynamic. When they do this, it sometimes drives some people to have unaliving ideations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And when you say that, if you start saying that type of stuff, like, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm going to do this to myself.
It's awful,
they don't care.
though.
They'll just call you weak.
No, they
They'll
don't
just
care.
say, do it. They'll antagonize you. And then if somebody does decide to take their own life due to narcissistic or toxic abuse, then the narcissist will just look at them like they're weak. Oh, that's what happened. That's why I left them. That's why I picked you. That's why I picked this new person. That's why I moved on. Some narcissists need to destroy you. That's why I'd never be with her, because look at her. They are doing the right thing in their head to try to combat the shame. You know, this person right here might fit me better, but in order to leave this person alone, I need to make sure that this person is not who I'm supposed to be with. So they systematically break you down. They strip you down of your finances. A lot of times, y'all, this happens when a narcissistic person is in control of a lot of different things in a relationship. If they're in control of the intimacy, the affection, the finances, how everything goes on in the house. If you live in a my way or the highway type relationship dynamic with a narcissist,
it's very much like that sometimes.
How it ends. When
you do it my way, or you know what I mean? You're toast. You're out.
It just gets to that point and whatnot. It really does get to that point where people feel like they need to do this, they need to do that. You know what I mean? So I feel like where if you're dealing with a narcissist, yeah, they're gonna be. This is when they're super cold. I mean, this is when the eyes go black. This is when you feel like you don't know this person. This is when you don't recognize them. This is when their face looks different. This is when it seems like somebody else, like an alien, has replaced your partner that you fell in love with, that you built a life together with, that you've had kids with, and things of that nature. Yeah, and this is how it goes sometimes.
Where did he go?
And this is just not.
What did you do with him?
This can be your friend. This could be a family member as well. But typically, it happens in intimate
what
relationships.
Happened to
you hear about it a lot. They'll literally break you down. They'll tell you you're worthless. They'll say you're uneducated. They'll talk about your weight. They'll talk about your look, how you look. They'll talk about how much money you make or what you have to offer.
Just to break me down.
You lost yourself and things of that nature. You know what I mean? It just gets to the point. My wife takes me out. Y'all know I don't stop the videos. I had to respond to the wifey.
Good guy.
Had to respond to the wifey. But that's how it goes, though, y'all. I just feel like a lot of times narcissistic people, toxic people get into these dynamics and these mindsets where this is how it goes. You know what I mean? You have to empower yourself to make the decisions to move forward and things like that. But and let me tell you this right here, y'all. When they say this, and I know it's easier said than done, I would tell you to not take it personally. But when they say things like this, that's when you have, don't take it personally. When they say things like this, it's way less about you and more about them, like the narcissistic person. And this is me speaking for internally as a narcissist myself. Have I discarded? I know people go ask, have you discarded somebody like this?
I love that he's so open about it.
I haven't discarded. Let me see. Let me go into my relationship Rolodex real quick to see if I've actually done this to somebody like this and being cold and callous. I've been cold at the end of relationships before. Not to the point where I did completely destroyed the person, but to the point where I just felt like I reassured myself
I got destroyed.
that I was making the right decision by
destroyed
someone else. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I did something like that to my son's mom, but I didn't completely destroy her because I still had to deal with it because we have a son together. You know what I mean? We're cool now. You know what I mean?
We cool.
A lot of people asking me, have I reached back into the past?
That's all I wanted was just to be cool.
My oldest son's mom, Tanisha. I definitely have reached out and apologized to Tanisha. I've actually had good conversations with Tanisha Forbes McCullum. I've definitely had good conversations with her and whatnot.
What a good guy.
And apologize to her. But yeah, narcissistic people, they can be very cold and callous. I didn't destroy her. A lot of the stuff you say to yourself. A lot of times, the narcissistic person, the destruction starts internally first. We break you down internally first.
Oh yeah.
Inside of our minds, inside of their minds, they break you down internally first to the point where they strip you of your value. They kind of
devalued. I've been suppressed, invalidated, devalued.
Inside of our minds. You see what I'm saying?
All of it.
If we can strip you of your humanity inside of our minds, then we feel like we made the right decision to move forward.
That's right. Like I'm not even a human or something.
Next, like this person fits me better. It's kind of like we're doing a comparing and contrast.
The new person to the old person. Yeah.
Everything that you have goes into the cons list. I'm just telling you, I know a lot of people have experiences before when they you're boo-hoo crying, or just screaming and yelling fighting for your relationship, fighting for your marriage, fighting for your friendship, or whatever this is, whatever dynamic you have, whatever dynamic you experience, you're fighting and fighting and fighting, and they're just looking at you like they don't give a damn. They're just looking at you like they could not care less about what's going on. They're just looking at you like
they could not care
there's
less.
nothing
Don't
to
even
do.
care.
It's just so many moving pieces right there in that circumstance, in that situation. You know, I just feel like they're just staring at you, boo-hoo, crying. Yes, some of them do. Some narcissistic people do feel something internally when they're breaking you down or they're destroying you. But, you know what I mean? They won't express it externally because it makes them feel weak. It makes them feel vulnerable. So, I mean, sometimes they'll hug you.
The shame.
And, you know, sometimes some destructions are not as bad as others. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't completely break you down. Sometimes they'll hug you goodbye. And they'll say somebody else fits them better. Or sometimes
someone
they won't
else
even tell you
fits
that
them
they're moving
better,
on to somebody else. They won't even tell you that there's another person in the picture. They'll just move forward with whatever they have going on. They'll just do it. You know what I mean? They'll just move forward with their life. They'll just move forward with their dynamic. They'll just move forward with their new partner, whoever, you know, new family, whatever they have set up.
Yep, that's what he did.
They'll break you down, but they won't be completely vicious where there's no coming back. Because some narcissists have to deal with you if they want to be in their kids' lives, or they have a business with you or something like that, or they know they can't really get rid of you for good because y'all
God
have
forbid.
interactions because you have a family together or whatever. You know, there's things that still need to be broken up and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's very rarely at the end of a breakup when you see a narcissist that this tries to be amicable, which unless
that would have been nice.
They stand to lose, unless they are, you know, standing.
But he couldn't do that. He couldn't face that with me.
But like, it does get to the point where you have to empower yourself to determine what do you want to do next. Like, what comes next for you in these situations, in these relationships? You know, what comes next for you? What do you see for yourself in the future? You know, because they're going to try to break
no
you down.
idea.
Like I said, try your hardest, y'all. I know it's easier said than done, but you absolutely have to try your hardest to not take this discard personally, because they're going to make you see personal. They're probably going to say some hurtful, evil stuff to you. You're not good enough. You'll never be good enough. Blah blah blah. Boo boo boo. Beep beep beep. Somebody will beat you. Somebody will throw you on the floor. You see the movies where they partners
throw them
for the other person not to leave, and they just throw them onto the floor or something like that. That happens a lot right there.
He did shove me once.
You know what I mean? It does happen. But like, what do you want for yourself? What do you see for yourself in the future? I
want to be rich and fit.
What comes next for you in these relationships?
I don't need a man.
You know what I'm saying? What is the next point of emphasis for you? I just feel like a lot of people have to understand that this is the way it goes. You know what I mean? This is the way it goes. This is what happens.
But I'm not the bad person that villain that he thinks I am.
Up to a lot of people in these situations, just determine what comes next.
And it can be amicable.
They're going to try to destroy you, but like I said, try not to take it personally, because narcissists, they're trying to reassure themselves. Like, the more we can reassure ourselves, the less shame we feel for doing this. You know. But also, sometimes, like, they'll blame you they'll also destroy you and blame you for the destruction.
Yep.
They'll blame you for the destruction of the relationship.
That's exactly what happened.
You pushed me to their arms. You did this. Blah, 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 boo, 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 beep, beep, beep. Y'all, yeah. If you know me, you get it. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all, thank you for tuning into another episode. If you haven't already, Self-Love Journal is available on Amazon. I Love Me, a Self-Love Journal by Lee Hammock, is available on Amazon. Check it out. Also, if you're in Orlando, Florida.
Boop. There you go.